welcome back to the Eden Ideal.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Hi guys.
Oh, hi.
Hello, everyone. I'm back.
Oh yeah,
You
Tom.
are
you
back.
won last week,
Tony
innit?
wasn't with us
Yeah,
2
yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it is
I
good
almost
to have you
didn't
back.
make it today, but the devil is a liar.
Amen.
Hey.
Yes.
Amen, somebody.
Yes. Hello, darling. No,
You're-
that's
you're
fine. You're
in-
not on camera.
You're not on camera yet. Now you are.
Welcome,
I
kids.
see myself on live. This is weird.
It's going to be a good conversation today. I can feel it. So how are we all doing? How is everyone?
I've got back pain.
Good, I'm good. I'm
Not
good.
great.
I'm alright. Thank yourself.
I'm good. For those who don't know, today we do have a guest on our podcast. But we'll get round to intros. We're just waiting for Taz to join us.
She's here.
Or we could do that. Yep.
Let's do that.
All right.
So, hi guys, welcome back to the Eden Ideal, where we're continuing our relationships series. And today we're specifically talking about dating. So it's going to be a really juicy and interesting conversation. So before we get into it, let's just do a quick round of introductions, starting from
Oh, it's me. My name is Dwayne.
Tolu, what's up?
Deji.
Deji. And Deji's joining us for the first time. So welcome,
Yep,
welcome
thank
Deji.
you, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bim.
Rachel.
Hi, I'm Tads.
Tade.
Hello, Tads. I'll be right back.
Hey.
I'm trying to sort out our Instagram.
Are we on?
When I was calling you guys in ages ago, you guys could have sorted
Wow.
it out.
I
At that
knew it was
time.
going to happen,
I'm
you
just
know.
saying, there was time to
It's
sort it out
fine,
before.
It's fine.
I mean, you tried to be on time. I told you 5:30 is not
It's
the time
fine.
we usually start.
It's all good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how was everyone's week whilst we wait for Instagram to
It
Start up.
was a questionable week.
why?
No, my whole entire insides just went.
Oh.
But yeah,
Oh, no.
I'm over it, so I'm good.
Did you have food poisoning?
I don't know what it was. I don't even know if I ate anything. All I know is I started working out hard, and then my body started going weird.
I started working
Well,
out hard.
okay,
You
Tony.
went for a bike- you went for a
Alright.
bike ride. You went for a bike ride.
I went
Started
for
working
2
out.
bike rides.
working
and a
out.
workout.
God. I mean, the way you said it, like I was lifting
I-
weights.
I was in the
Dwayne,
gym.
do you know what that is?
No,
No,
whole
we shooting in
He
the
went
gym.
for a walk and he went
Can
for
I
a bike
say?
ride.
Do you know what that is? Your body's telling you you're old.
Yeah.
Legit.
I
It
did
is.
exercise twice and then my body gave
Just
up.
it gave up. I fell apart. Thanks, Rachel, for keeping me real. Yeah.
As she
I
always
lasted like 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Rachel, we've talked about respect for your elders.
And I told you not to
Legit.
bring it up on the podcast. I told you don't
should
do
be
it
calling
to
me
yourself.
uncle.
Fair enough, innit?
I mean, you guys don't respect yourself. You're
You
just
should
calling
literally-
yourself old.
If you
Respect
should literally
begat
like
respect.
kneel when you see us. Like when you come, you should like do a little curtsy.
In a little courtesy. That's what
I'm
I asked
sorry.
for.
Can I just say, Bim and I are the same age. Can we?
But
can
baby
we?
does curtsy. Which is
Wow.
Don't believe him. Okay, everyone's back in the room, which is great. So as I mentioned before, today we're going to be talking about dating. And as you can see from the title of the video, dating and frustrating specifically, because it's the ghetto in these streets. It's the ghetto. So we just wanted to
Why
like
is Tolu not
bring
in?
it to the
What street are you in, please?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
I know about the streets. I'm
Okay.
not on the streets, but I know.
You've once
Streets
been
are
there,
ears-
so you
I keep
can.
He's graduated.
I keep
He
my
has,
ears.
He's
he
graduated.
has, but you
He
can-
says
you can
he's
share
graduated.
your tips.
Yeah.
through us.
We brought a guy who's still on the street specifically. So
Okay,
that
wait.
we-
I don't like the way you.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Sounds a bit mad.
It's not the streets. It's not the streets like that. It's not the streets like that.
It was
But
telling you our
it's just-
show that. Remember our last show on the back chat? It was like, yeah, I'm just out here on the streets. And I was like, what?
She didn't mean it like that. She didn't mean it like that at the live show.
The live show.
Did I say that? Did I say that?
We know what you meant. But yeah, so we just wanted to talk about first of all our frustrations that we've experienced in dating. Dating isn't a term that's explicitly found in the Bible. So because of that, it's kind of like a grey area as to how to approach it, what to do, what not to do. So we want to discuss that. Like, what have you guys experienced as a frustration in the dating world? Like, you walked that path. What have you experienced that's just really like your pet peeve?
Can I just ask, because like I think dating means a lot of different things for different people. Like, can you explain what we mean when we say dating specifically?
I think I can't even say according to the Bible because it's not a biblical term, but I think dating is where you're intentionally getting to know someone that will ultimately lead to them being your life partner, marriage. Like, you're not just dating recreationally, you're not just dating casually, you're dating because you want to see if this person is a significant part of your life and if they are aligned to your journey.
But does that mean that all the time? Like, there's some people who are dating and that's
Especially if you're young. Like, if you're
That's what I said.
21 still.
That's
So
the
what-
world's
I think there's a difference-
definition of
what's that
dating
called
is
then?
different
So
to
dating with intent.
yeah,
Yeah. Because I
yeah,
think there's
not
dating
casually dating.
And so dating with a specific purpose. in
That's
mind.
what we're talking about
That's-
today.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that what we're doing?
I mean, is it like?
But
I don't
isn't
know
that what
anyone
you
to
always
define-
should be doing?
I mean, it is what we should be doing. I guess.
That's what I think.
I mean, as we've defined it there, we can then say, okay, this is the type of, because some people believe that dating is already when they're in a relationship with the person. Some
Yeah.
people call that
It's not that,
a
it's not that.
relationship.
Yeah, it's like getting
You
to
know,
know. Before
But
that is,
dating
I'm getting to know you.
somebody. Does it have to be one person? Can it be multiple people?
Ooh.
I'm just asking a question. 'Cause
I
some
mean-
people date, sometimes I always say some Lagos babes don't shoot me. I'm sorry.
No, but I
But
think that's a
There's
modern
some
thing,
babes
innit?
who really do
That's
dating,
is that
and
big?
some guys who date.
But wasn't
multiple
a thing
people.
when I was...
For what?
What,
purpose
as in,
though?
like,
No, but
dating
they're
more-
just trying to
More
get to
people.
know.
Yes,
But
it
I think
is.
it depends where
Is
you
that the
are. If you're
talking
at a
stage?
point where you're still dating and you're getting to know multiple people, we always talk about the exclusively dating. There's dating, then exclusively
Yeah.
dating, then in a relationship.
Yeah.
All of these weird and wonderful terms.
Mhm.
But I think you can like see different people until you figure out, this is the person.
It's just talking to someone dating.
I don't think
That's
so.
I don't think
that's
so.
now
No.
the,
I don't
that's
think
the-
that's-
makes
that's,
sense.
Because there's people you could be texting and everything, but
Yeah.
you're not
So
dating
that's
them.
not dating then.
So for me,
guess.
I would say that's when you're multiple. You can talk to multiple
Right.
people.
But then
this is
some
where it
people
gets
count
you
that
can
as
go out
dating
on
though.
dates with those people.
But this is
though.
where it
But
gets
that's
scary.
not dating.
Because some people think that just talking to is actually dating. And that's where the conflict sometimes is. Because for me, I'll be like, okay, we're just talking. But they might be taking it serious. So it's like conflict.
I don't know whether like taking it serious. Like, I could be talking to several people and going on dates with several people, but not necessarily taking you that seriously at this point.
If I'm
in
taking
our-
you out and I'm
But what's the
paying for
purpose?
dinner, better take me seriously.
That's the difference.
Y'all
though.
better take me seriously.
No,
That's
No.
also
The streets
depends
are
on
different.
how
The
you're
streets are
feeling.
different.
The streets are
Yeah.
different now.
It was a different time.
Not necessarily. I don't think that.
Because if
the
you're not taking them seriously, then
It's
going
not
out
that
on a
I'm
date
no.
with them-
It's not that I'm not taking you seriously. It's just that at this particular, and I'm not saying this is what I'm doing, but I'm just saying that at this particular point, I don't know whether I fully see a future with you. I'm still trying
You
to
just
get
want
to
to
know
go out
you.
to see
Do you
the
get what
person.
I don't know
mean?
if I want to date you.
Rachel had to caveat. This is not what I'm doing for all the guys that married. I'm
Guys, I'm not doing that right now.
Can I ask a question though?
I'm serious about you, but
Can I ask a question?
I'm
Is there a
serious.
is there a time limit on how long like the talking stage before dating?
That's what I was gonna ask. So,
There's no hard and
talking to
fast
multiple
rule,
people.
is there?
does it become dating when you now take that person that you're on the talking stages with on a date? Like, same question,
I'm so
basically.
confused.
No, but wait, hold on, wait.
This is
Can we
fast
stop
becoming
somewhere?
a different
'Cause I'm a bit
conversation.
confused because what do you count as dating, and then what do you count as taking someone out on a date?
I get you.
And what do you
I
think
think
is just
that's the
talking
same.
as well?
I think they're
Are
one
they
and the
two
same.
different
Taking
Because if
someone
you
out
take
on a
someone out to
date
dinner,
and
is that a
dating.
date?
Yes.
So you are dating.
It
No.
depends on if it
You're not
continues.
The streets are scary.
Yo,
It depends on the frequency of that.
okay, this is gonna sound super old school, but for me, once you start like having like intimate conversations and stuff like that, then I think you shouldn't be talking to multiple people.
What is an intimate conversation? please,
When
sir?
you're like, you know,
Then
like
when
when
you're
it's not just like
so-
small talk.
I
and
don't
it's
know. I
like,
genuinely want to know because
no,
what's
like
an
when you
intimate-
actually like, share, this is how my day went. Oh, this went really bad
This is
today.
how my day
Okay.
went.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
No, as in like
general conversation.
personal
No, but, like,
information
it's when
about
it's
your
like,
day.
exactly
That's
like when
that
it's
I
like,
know,
okay,
right?
I'm now leaning on you to a degree.
Right.
I
Like
think-
you're
but
now
I
invited
think-
into my life.
But I
I get
think
you.
naturally you do. I don't know about guys, but I think naturally as women, you do get to a point where it's just you do narrow it down just out of my emotions are more strongly for you.
100%.
So therefore, I can't actually
Yeah.
keep speaking to multiple
Yep.
people because I'm not built like that. I can't do that.
Mhm.
So
Gotta stay
I-
focused.
So, what has your frustrations of dating been? Let's come back to the question. Like, who wants to go first? What has we've kind of figured
Now
out
we
what we
know, yeah.
define as dating.
Have
but
we?
well, we need to move on. What has your frustrations of the dating world been?
I think for me, one of the main frustrations I've had
Why
is
did I look at
is two people interpreting dating different, literally. Because for me, I could just be just like getting to know you, just chilling. I might take you out just to get to know you together outside of everyone else, and they might take that a bit too serious to me.
Catch feelings, you know. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, words from the streets,
too
yeah.
sexy,
Words
yeah?
from the
Just catch
streets.
feelings too soon.
But would you do that for one person or multiple people? Like, take them out of a group and like commit that time.
I think two's the max I'll take out and to get to know. Like, but for me, taking out someone is you could just do a simple bowling. You could do simple, just go out to eat or for a walk or something. That doesn't have to be something dramatic.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Fair
But then
point.
to some people, even just a stroll along the pier is oh my god.
Depending on how good the conversation
Wait, but that is
Where is this here?
sauce, man. Yeah, like just you like, yeah, like,
That's not your typical
But me, no, but you know, is
date.
me personally, I like them kind of things. Like even when
Okay.
I'm in all kinds of different emotion that I'm going
Right,
through,
yeah.
I like to go out for a walk
Okay.
or like
Okay.
for a drive or something.
But
Yeah.
Deji, just to your point, like you just said that they might interpret that whatever you do as too much. The whole purpose of dating and going out with a person is to get to know the person, right? So it really doesn't matter what you do, whether you go to like Nobu or you go to Southend Pier, you're still spending quality time with that person. So at what point do you then start to differentiate? It's beyond I'm getting to know you, because for me, quality time is quality time. You're spending time, you're getting to know each other. So at what point is it I'm no longer just spending time with you and getting to know you? This is more serious.
I feel like for me, it's more it's the vibe. Like if the vibe is fully there and emotions are high, then I will bye to that one, stay that way. You know what I mean?
Sounds so hard.
Not like that. No, I'm not
I
a
mean, that is the
heartbreaker.
reality.
I think, yeah.
This is why we
I think it's
needed
the way
him
I'm saying
here.
it.
Oh yeah.
I think it's the way I'm saying it. Like I'm not harsh with it. Like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to the other girl now. See you later. But it's more. I'll obviously find a way to break it down to that. It's not gonna work.
I mean, I think it's all about being honest.
Being
isn't
honest,
it?
yeah, 100%.
Like, be honest. If you are speaking to somebody and you're speaking to multiple people, I say multiple, it makes it sound really bad. But if you're talking to not only that one person, then you have to just be open about it, so they too know that they don't have to be like tied to you one, you know. And once you feel like you want to only be talking to them, only be dating them, you let each other know as well, okay, you know what, I'm no longer like, I actually am very much focused on you and you alone. I'm not talking to
So
anybody
wait,
else.
is this
I
before
think
your
it's about
boyfriend and
being-
girlfriend? Is
Yes.
this still before your boyfriend?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
yes,
It's,
yes.
I mean, I genuinely think the dating world currently, as it is all about, the only way it works is if you are transparent and you're able to communicate
Yeah.
with each other very well. That's just literally the only way it works. Bim's not on
Yeah.
it.
No, I mean it's true
That was
because
a big sigh.
I do that a lot. It's true because that's the reality of the day and age we live in. But I think I'm just a traditionalist at heart. Like, I would much prefer to meet my person organically, naturally. You know, we develop a friendship and then it develops into a relationship. Like
I mean,
dating-
everyone would want
Everybody
that.
wants
Everyone
that.
wants that, but it's just not happening.
yeah, but I
You
just
cannot only
feel
stick to
like
one-
the,
Well, you
the
can, but
dating
when-
world, there's just too many, especially like online dating, and we'll come to that in more detail. I just feel like it just gives people too many options. Like there's too many people out there that could potentially be your person,
There's
and it's
too
like
many people,
it
but not enough people
almost-
at the same time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's my
true.
frustration.
That's
Greed,
true.
greedy.
It almost
No,
becomes.
it's not greed.
not
I hear what
greedy.
she's saying
It's
though,
not- there's
because
so
they can
many
be
people
You have to
there.
deep what
people
she
with no
said.
substance on there. Like they're
No
just on there, so
substance.
you've really got to filter.
Not even
and
just
like,
online dating, just generally. Like there are
Generally.
people, obviously you can date anyone, but like the quality of people that I would want to date, I don't feel like I come into contact with people like that frequently.
Oh, this is interesting.
Why do you think that is? Can I ask?
I don't know. I genuinely, I guess you're going to have to say it's the people I surround myself with.
So what are you saying? Like you have high standards? Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't know.
as she should.
No, I
like,
don't think I
you
have high
should have.
standards. I think the standards I have are reasonable actually just reasonable. You can ask me what my standards are.
No, man. I mean, like, you just said like you don't. There's no guy out there
I'm
that
not-
is
no,
at the
okay.
level.
Tolu,
that
did I say there's no guy there? I
Right.
said I don't come into contact with them as
Frequently.
frequently as I would like.
So she has met them, but she doesn't like them.
No,
No.
that's not what I said.
That's not what she said.
Why-
Just said
why-
that
why
so you
are
have to
guys
make
doing
contact with
that?
them.
that's what you're saying,
Yeah,
please.
it's not
you
that
have-
every no
You
no
can't make
no
contact with each one.
no
You went
somewhere else, Dwayne.
no.
No, she's saying she's not meeting them.
I'm saying I'm not
basic
meeting them.
standards that she would like met in their very like your very basic requirements to.
Do you know
There's
what?
not
Okay, let me
enough
just
of
give you
them.
examples.
Are not
So I've met
women.
guys who I really like, quality men, but you're not a Christian. I've met guys who are Christians, but I can't we're not connecting on the ways that I would like us to connect. So that's my
So can I
issue.
ask a question?
Okay.
Can I ask a question? Because earlier on when we were defining dating was I'm gonna talk to you for a little while. Like I could be talking to different people, get to actually know you, and then make the decision about whether or not I want to date you. I guess. Look,
Date,
there's-
as in go on dates.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever the thing is, there's two stages. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
There's a stage where you're kind of just
We've not gotten. It's not all before boyfriend and girlfriend.
all before
Talking
boyfriend and
stage.
girlfriend. So there's three stages. But if boyfriend and girlfriend is the end stage,
Yeah. So
There's
forget
four
that.
there's like
stages.
dating exclusively, and then there's just
Okay.
talking and where you're multiple people. So, but what I'm trying to ask is, at that stage of talking to multiple people, it sounds like there's a barrier to entry to even that stage.
Yes.
But like I'm saying, like, but should
Yes,
there
there
be such a barrier? Because no, but
Tazza,
Well, I'm
yep,
trying to-
come
what I'm
up at
trying
the
to say-
door. Don't let him in.
I think for me, the thing that I think is different now is the fact that now people don't give people a chance, like because let's just think about in anything we do in this world, even if it's a movie that you want to watch. Like we talked about Netflix when we're doing like having a chat. Like Netflix has changed the way you watch movies. Now, if it's not 5-star. If it doesn't say Hollywood blockbuster, I don't even waste my time because I know it's
Wow.
there.
You got high.
My mom, she used to watch true movies back in the day, so
Oh,
she
yeah,
will watch
remember True
she will
Movies?
watch everything. Not me, I'm sorry. Like that's not, you know what I'm saying. But back in the day, when you've gone through channel 1 to 5, nothing's going on. Maybe you might flick it to True Movies. That's your only option, and then you actually find a gem.
Yeah.
But now I don't even entertain it. Why do I need to entertain it when I have Disney Plus? If Netflix doesn't have it, I'll scoot over to Amazon Prime.
That's the problem with too many options,
Exactly.
isn't
That's
it?
what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
that seems to be the way we're approaching dating as well, where we're not necessarily even letting the people, because Steph will tell you that I would never have been her type beforehand. I used to come in a suit. She was a uni girl, you know,
Like, go
like
to wearing
Wait,
a suit.
Steph will tell you
I was
that,
working.
Oh.
that you weren't her type, or she
Yeah,
wasn't. You weren't her type.
Yeah, she said never.
Okay.
Like even the fact that I'm
It
like
was the other
3,
way
4
around.
years older than her, like she would, in her head, I wasn't part of the
Yeah,
categories.
you were not,
Do you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So
It's true.
Like if she hadn't given me if she hadn't like at least talked to me and let me and her hang out alone sometimes, we wouldn't be here where we are. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I get your
Yeah,
point
no,
that you've
I
got to
get that.
at least give them a chance
Give
to
them
see
a chance to actually
whether
talk at least and like actually get
feel like
under
you
the
guys-
skin of it.
I feel like you guys kind of knew that at the very basic level, you had the things you
There was
at
some
the
elements
very
of
basic level
compatibility
that you
there.
needed, that you wanted. You know, that those things were there. That's all it is. I think that when we're looking for people or trying to talk to people or whoever we're going to be dating or whoever we are dating, there has been a period of check-in, or I say check-in and it sounds so transactional or whatever, but literally some questions have been asked to ascertain whether or not the person that you're speaking to has
Do we
just at the
proceed
very
or
basic
not?
level. Are you a
Is
Christian?
the Christian?
Are you? Yeah.
It's
Are
like
you a Christian?
it's a short
Do you love
list.
your
Okay,
family?
can I
It's a short
ask?
It's
list.
a very
Short
short
list.
list.
So there's
You're
a-
not meeting
a
those
list through the
red
door.
flags.
Let me just know that
So
you
there's
are
a list
Christian
through the
and
door
you-
and then a list
No,
after
there's-
the door.
No, there's just
as
a
in,
list
like, in-
through the door, and then it's who you are. Do we get along? You know. Then it's just we can just do what continue getting to know each other. But before I even get to know you, I need to know that you are a Jesus-loving Christian that wants to get to know the Lord more. I need to know that you are somebody who is family orientated or doesn't hate the fact that I am very, very family orientated. That is a short list.
Wait, but
Once I know those things,
no, but that
Cool,
see
we
that
can-
see
we
that
can
yeah.
talk.
I would say not most. I would say there are some guys in particular that right now I'm not into a family. I don't want a family. I'm not thinking.
no,
Wait,
it's
let me
not about
let me finish. What I'm saying is,
how you value family, not
Yes.
you having a family. Like if I'm someone who loves my family and I spend a lot of time with my family, you can't have a problem with that. That's just the basic. Like
basic.
Yeah, but
Do
if
you
they
wanna
don't
have
want a
kids?
family,
Do you want to
No,
exactly
they're not.
question? Do you want to have kids?
No, but
If
that's
you
a
want
question
kids,
that
you wanna
someone
have
can-
kids,
so that's what I'm
then-
saying. Like
then
that.
we're
That's
not even
something.
talking.
Like with those kind of questions.
Uh-huh.
The reason I'm trying to say that is because I know a lot of people who. They might say
they're
no
unsure.
until it's the right person.
That's fine. No.
And wait.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
don't say no because
Sorry.
I've seen them. I know them. Like I had a friend who this guy that she was talking to for like she was dating him for literally like 3 years, and she said we're not. But she never put the label boyfriend girlfriend. The next kiss, and she always said I don't like labels. I don't like labels. The next guy she was talking to within 2 months, yeah, this is my boyfriend.
That's not what we're talking
No,
about.
my point is like there could be something that you think that you don't want
You
or
wanna
you're not
do.
interested in. So if somebody asks
Not
you, you'd be
with
like,
kids.
no, I don't. Yeah. But
No.
Rachel, even you
No,
at one point you
you
used
as
to
a
say
one
like
person,
you used
do
to
you
say
want
like you're
children?
not necessarily interested in having kids of your own. I guarantee you, if you meet a guy,
Oh, I've already
that-
changed my tune. on that, I know
Exactly,
that.
so-
yeah,
but
but you
that
won't be with
that
someone
doesn't
that
mean that
is of a different opinion in that stage.
Like,
Because
but
what's the
you-
point?
but literally,
if
I
in
just
that
won't
stage,
talk to
she's
if I met someone at that stage who was like, I definitely want kids,
Yeah, it
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
work.
be
She
with
wouldn't
you
have been
because
with
I
the
don't want that
person.
pressure.
That's
no,
it.
we're not saying B. We're saying
talk. Yeah,
Yes.
but
That's
Yeah,
the
I
stage
wouldn't
one.
talk to
Talk
you
because
because
that's talking to
purpose
you with
people are-
intention.
talking.
I'm just saying that there's too many
No,
barriers
there
to
aren't.
entry.
No, but there
Tolu, I
aren't.
think you're making this
There
big. The
aren't.
whole
Okay.
family thing that she was talking about wasn't even whether or not you want a family yourself. It was just generally, how do you relate to your family? That's literally all she was saying.
okay.
But in extension to that, yes, do you want a family of your own?
But you won't even know that at that stage.
No, you should know
But
that.
isn't
then
this-
I don't want to be with you if you don't know if you want kids or not.
No, but
Well,
then
we're
you are
having
Isn't
very
this,
different conversations.
That's
here.
just
Isn't this a
That's some
benefit
early
of online
tense
dating though?
conversations.
That's what I'm saying. It's too much to be having.
it's not.
This is
At
before
the
you've even
beginning.
got into stage
not.
one.
Wait.
No,
Wait.
That's what we're talking
no.
about. I'm talking about stage one. Stage one is before I start talking to you.
Asking
Oh,
you if
really?
you want.
That's what we're talking about, right?
not
This is
asking
so
you if you
confusing
want
right now.
kids.
There's too many
We need a
stages.
tick sheet or something
One second, guys,
like.
let's take a
Like,
second. Let's
can
take
we
a
just
second.
pause because
pause,
I
yeah.
think we're talking about different things, right?
broke into
Barriers
three
to
stages.
entry.
Three stages.
Yeah.
Stage one is talking to multiple people.
So my barrier to entry in that one is: are you a Christian? Do you have a decent like?
So you're only be with someone if they're
like
Christian.
no, my literally, are you a Christian? And almost like, where do you see your life going? Because I think I have specific things that I want to do. Just those two things, and then we can move from there.
Okay, so we can start
So,
talking.
With
Start
these,
talking.
with these like criteria, these
Not for me though, but
with these criteria that you like have in your mind or you have a list, one could argue that online dating is a good way to kind of filter that out in the first stage, right? Because you get to see the person's profile, whether they're Christian, whether they want kids, what they're doing, how tall they are, if that's a thing for you. So one could argue that in that way, online dating actually helps you to filter out your person. What do you guys think about that? Like, is it the
Sometimes.
optimal way?
I found that I have, when I was online, because I'm no longer, but I then found myself trying to figure out, did you put Christian there just to put Christian there? now I'm trying to happen like that.
Because I ain't counting that as well. That's why it's funny.
Wow.
The internet is a scary place.
I know.
Wait, hold on. When you say you encountered that, as in you
Like-
were trying to figure the same thing out,
Like,
or
for
people
me-
were approaching you.
For me, yeah, when I feel that people, I'm not judging people that do it, but when I see Christian on people's bios, I more think like you're actively trying to find God, or you are actually in that
Like
in the.
walking in
But some people just put it there because I grew up as a Christian.
Yeah.
My parents
Yeah.
are Christians,
Yeah.
but I don't really go to church. I just
Yes,
I'll do what I need to do on a weekly
Yeah.
basis.
Yeah.
So it's like
exactly.
It's
It's now
not
trying
clear.
to differentiate between the two.
yeah.
the true
Yes.
Christians and,
And
the ones
those
that
who
just say,
And I've had it before where somebody said to me, they asked me, what do I do and stuff like that. I said, oh, I do a Christian podcast. And the
I want to
person
laugh too, you know.
I'm not there yet, though. I'm not there yet. I can't.
I'm so sorry. The guy was like, I think he had Christian on his thing, He was like, I just think that the kind of Christian that you want isn't what I am.
at least it was honest with
So,
you.
and I
Yeah.
said,
I've definitely
said,
had that before.
I said,
Yeah.
thank you very much for being honest. That's what we're here for, It's not
Yeah.
even that deep. Like, cool. If you know yourself.
And I know
It's true.
myself.
I know
Well,
myself.
I wonder whether that is like not a good thing. Because even what Dwayne you were talking about,
What else?
I think if you don't mind, no, but like you were sharing, I think last week even that when you probably first started dating Pam, you were that guy that was.
I was
grew up
outside the
Christian.
church. I
but
would have ticked the box of being a
Exactly.
Christian, but I wouldn't have said I'm the Christian I am today.
Exactly, and now he's on a Christian podcast.
That's okay.
So you're-
No, but the thing is, the guy that you turned down,
he could
said,
be
"Oh,
on the
you're not
podcast 3 years from now if
I
you're
don't-
giving him a
so-
chance.
Sorry, but
But he
no,
kind of
no,
blacklisted
and
himself,
he
though.
also cannot be. So why should I take the risk?
But that's the risk that you're gonna have to
Something
take.
that
No,
is
it-
so
no,
important
you
to
don't
me.
have to
No.
take
You
that
don't have
risk.
to take the
have
risk,
to.
but
You
that
don't have
risk.
to.
But is
No,
this-
but I-
is this
like,
not where,
if you haven't
is this
taken
not where now we're taking too much control into our
No,
own
the,
hands?
No.
the fundamental thing that I need you to be is a Christian. Do you think that I have time to wait and see if you want to be serious or not? So I have time to now wait.
But hold
2
on,
years down, I
wait,
should
hold
not
on,
be
hold on,
waiting.
hold on.
You're
Can
actually
I answer
bluffing.
your question?
You're black
Could he-
because you would
with-
actually say to me, Tads, are you okay?
It's
if I
true.
brought somebody
No,
here that
Tolu,
was
you
not
know what? We've
even
had
honest.
this conversation.
If I did,
no, Tolu.
I'm a
Do
jerk.
you know what? Why are you talking? Why? Nah.
No, but hold on.
Guy.
Yeah,
Can
go
I-
on.
can I quickly say?
Like,
Can I say?
even Dwayne would
Yeah.
be like, bruv.
Yeah, no,
really?
legit. If
Do you
he
see
came,
what I'm saying? So
but the thing is, if would he be able to, with the little Christian that he is, would he be able to make it into the
No.
let's talk, let's talk, and then maybe I could, because that multiple date, could he make it into the he sticked 3 out of the 4.
Stage 1.
Can I
He's-
just
he's
be
made it
honest
past
with
the
you?
step.
I think for me, honestly, like if you are a Christian and I think my requirement is that you're actively trying to build a relationship. I don't care where you are on that journey,
Yes.
as long as you're actively trying to build a
Thank you.
relationship with God. That's it. And then we can figure out what that actually
Wait,
means.
so can I ask a question? So say the person lost their way, could you be with them?
As in,
No.
in this time you've lost your way.
Yeah.
and you're trying to get back, or
You've just
They're
lost
in,
your
they're, in
way.
that, they're in that little grey area where they're not sure.
I
What are they
don't
not
think
sure
so.
about?
I've
But there's
tried.
some
No,
people,
Deji,
say,
no.
for example, yeah, it's like me when
These are the
when
questions
I
I've
was,
had to ask him.
I know this is years ago, yeah, but when I was 16, I kind of like, I believed in God, but it was just that I'm doing whatever. So I kind of lost my way.
I've been there.
But would you talk to someone who's in that space?
I've tried
but
it
what
and
is
quite
Not right
recently, and no.
what is the
I can't.
benefit of that though? Because
Not right
if someone has lost their way and you are on a different path, at some point, like one person's going to influence the other, and more often than not, the person that's lost their way will influence the person that's
absolutely.
on the path
100%.
trying to actively build. So it's detrimental to that person's faith. I would rather the person that's lost their way find God, like continue to like be in the process of finding God before even getting involved with anyone, because that's the ultimate relationship
the
that you
opposite.
need to.
Could you not be that
Well,
person that
how
helps
is
that
But because
person?
this is,
Like,
we're coming
if
from
you
a
want
Christian
to be-
perspective, definitely.
If you want to
that
be,
that
yes,
experience.
you
That's the
can.
thing.
Actually great.
Could you not
Wait,
want to
wait.
be that person?
Wait,
though?
I don't want
you
to be.
Did you was saying something?
I think that experience for me was great because I was in a place where I was transitioning back into church, and she wasn't. But she wasn't even thinking about it. But one day I took her and her daughter to church, and they both loved it, and they found their church after. So for me, it was a blessing in disguise.
So you're the
Nice.
exception
It
then.
works. It works sometimes.
happens.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
the person,
Yeah.
but if the person is, you were both willing. at
But I
that
also
point
feel
too.
like
Well,
you need to understand
when
where
I first
you
started
are
to-
in your faith as well. If
Yeah.
you know that your faith is not strong enough to withhold this and like stay strong when you are with this person, it's not worth it.
So I don't know.
When did we start?
Go
doing
on,
that?
Tolly.
I don't want to. I'm trying not to interrupt.
Go on.
Okay.
So I think actually what he said makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So let me just that stage one. Could we not interpret stage one
Project
as
manager.
friends at that point? Because like that's the thing though. Like if at that stage one you just see these people as friends, then even if they're that thing, you could still build a relationship with them and invite them to church and do it. But the way things are now is I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want to. And I think that's because of the way we've turned dating into it's not real life anymore. In real life, if you actually meet someone on the street or you happen to meet them at a thing, and even if they weren't, where you want them to be, blah blah blah, you still made friends. Oh, you're at a wedding.
But there's no
Who's to say
pressure
who
of
knows you to
we
not
may
be
be
no
friends?
pressure.
dating.
Exactly.
It's just
Yeah.
friendship.
So you would just. I think we need to redefine stage one to become more of a. Actually, I still want to build relationship with you.
Just
You
to be
can
friends.
still do that.
No, but like, anyone
You
in
can
stage
still
one,
do that.
all the multiple people you're talking to, you just throw them away when you're done. You do.
I don't know.
Oh,
I told you, it's cold in the streets. It's cold.
I actually don't.
I'm not speaking to
I've
multiple
actually resigned
people.
from.
No, but like,
dating,
so
I
the
don't.
people who are speaking to multiple people, you literally all those people that you've invested
No,
time
I
with.
think it's so
It's
funny
just
that you think-
sayonara.
No, but it's
Yeah,
so
but
crazy
what-
that you think
you
that there's
have
so many
friends,
people
though.
That
that
many.
you can even speak to. in
And
the
honestly,
first
Tolu,
place.
I don't
Wow.
like people. Like as a baseline, I
This
don't
is
like
true.
people.
No,
It's
this is true.
So I have my
As a
friends that I've
baseline.
been friends with for 10,
Yeah,
20
that's the
years.
thing.
Like,
Like, do I
don't
need to
really-
make another friend for
Online,
this?
it makes it
But
easier.
I think
just-
that I
you
think
just
that's part
unswipe.
of the.
No,
I
but
think
it
that's
dep-
part of the
okay,
problem.
It depends on
The
what
mentality.
context
I think that's
meet
already
you
the
in.
problem.
I
we're
think
having
the
too many
context
talks.
I meet you in it depends. If it's online, I don't care.
Thank you.
But if
Yeah.
I meet you in person and you're a friend of a friend, or I've met you at a party, we vibe very well in person, then yeah, we can keep talking. That's fine.
Obviously.
But if it's online, no, I don't
But
have
that's
time.
what
dynamic
for that.
is different.
Yes.
I get it. I
Yes.
agree. But like I'm saying, don't we think that's like a potential downside of online? Like it's causing us to
Oh yeah,
behave.
I've tapped out.
But
No.
like it's causing us to behave in a way that I don't think we should be behaving.
Yeah,
I mean,
Like,
I would agree.
it's in a natural
Yeah,
way
I agree.
for us to be
100%.
behaving.
Yes, yes.
So what are we saying
100%.
that it's not the optimal
It's
way
not
to
built
date?
for that though. That's the thing.
I wouldn't say.
The apps are built for you not to make friends.
For
They're
me-
built specifically
To
for a
find someone
purpose
and then
of
delete the
you
app.
finding the person, deleting
Incorrect.
Is that not
They're
the way
built
that
to
one of
make
them
someone
advertise?
money. They are
Well,
built
yeah,
But
that
the
as well.
purpose of
They are
that
built to
person-
keep you on the app as
Yes.
long as possible.
Yes, Tolu, but you know that they made
No.
the app.
They are.
looking like he's just said something mad
have
profound.
a-
Someone back me
I
up.
drop the bomb.
they
No,
have
let me
a-
tell you something.
Yeah, but it has a use case.
What?
Like the it has a use case. There's a reason that they made it.
Oh my
No.
It's to make somebody money, but there's a
The purpose
of
is
it.
to delete the
It's-
app for you to
No.
find your person and delete
No,
the
And
app.
I'm
Okay,
telling
fine.
you
No,
that
that's
that's
what
what
their
you
marketing
think.
is.
That's what
Whoa.
you think.
Hinges.
I watched a video on YouTube that
That's
told me the
only Hinges
truth.
one.
Oh, okay. Well, either
fine,
way,
YouTube
I'm
said
not.
that
I'm
you
not
delete it.
Yeah.
advocating for it. So either
Even
way,
if you're not supposed to delete it, the app is not made for you to come and make friends. It's for you to find people
and
that
see
you
fine
actually
boy,
want to talk
fine
to
girl,
and
and,
come
you
and
know,
find
yeah.
your person.
Yeah.
So that's why they add a mechanism in there that once you know that you're not interested, you can delete the person that you unmatch them ASAP Rocky, man.
And it does
Don't
sound
even I ask you a
brutal.
question, I don't get answer. Fam, delete. Come on.
I know,
I'm
I don't
saying-
think-
Brutal.
I
It's
don't-
actually brutal.
No.
It's very
Wait.
brutal.
Sorry, bring it. I don't want to be that guy, but Kingdom of God. Is that the way to treat human beings?
It's not.
No. It's
So let's-
100%
So,
not.
I mean, so
That's
what we
why
saying?
I don't
So
have the
go-
app anymore
Okay,
anyway.
all right. Okay.
We're
don't
saying
have any
it's
more
not
apps.
it's not the optimal way. So with that being said, what do we think the optimal way is? If we're thinking in the frame of okay, the kingdom, the Eden ideal way, what do we think that would be in terms of dating? Bearing in mind that dating is not like is a very new concept compared to biblical times. So what would we say?
Can I just ask though?
It's
Is there a way to do apps well? Because some people have success.
Yeah, but you have to just throw yourself in it and actually be on it.
And
And
I
be
think people
patient.
I
it's a
have
numbers
time,
game.
and it is a numbers
Yeah,
game.
and I
game.
don't have the
There's
time.
the way that you say that it should be that we're not treating people is the opposite to how it can work for you. So in order for it to work for you, you do need to
You need to pick
use it
100
like that.
people,
You need to actually
and now those 100 people are gonna be like
speak,
two.
cut them off, cut them off, speak a bit more to the other person. Like it sounds peak.
Go on dates and dates and
Dating.
Sounds
Like
long.
that is how you might find. Some people do just talk to one person and then suddenly they've gone on a date and suddenly this person is perfect for them. It happens sometimes, but really, best way to do it is that way. You can't make it work the way that you're probably saying it should ideally work. Because
Yeah.
really, ideally, maybe apps isn't even the best way, which is, I guess, what your question has been, right?
I mean, it's not the optimal way, but like Tolu touched on, it does work for some people. And I was just going to say, as with anything, like you've always got to include the Holy Spirit. Whether you're on an app or you meet someone in person, you've always got to ask the Holy Spirit for guidance and direction, because ultimately he's the one that sees people and knows things that you don't know. So that can't go out the window just because you're online dating. Like you've still got to include that. So yeah, we're not knocking it. We're just saying
No, but
that
I
there are
There is
a lot
I
of
think,
downsides.
just general thing about our culture now that we have too much choice on everything.
Yeah,
Like, even when you
Yeah.
go shopping for clothes, like
You go to a
there's
restaurant.
too many restaurants, like there's just too many things, and there's this thing called
Everything
like
is over
paradox
Yeah.
of choice. Like I think we are suffering it. So it's not just dating apps. I just think in society, the culture that we live in now, there's just too much of everything. If you live in a little village, I don't think they have these problems.
Yeah.
You just date Doreen down the road. Like that's your only choice.
Yeah.
Get on with it.
Yeah,
That's
There was
it.
a video
80-year-old
that
Doreen,
had-
yeah.
Doreen's calm though.
the value is down. I watched a video where the guy was saying that, you know, if you only had 4,000 camera, I'm never gonna try and quote it because I'm not gonna do it well. But basically, because there's so much, the value of it is there's no
cameras.
value. Did you watch the video?
No, I'm just trying to get what you're saying.
So
It's more supply.
I took it
It's
away
like
because I said I
economics.
can't
Okay.
post
Supply and
it.
demand, yeah.
Supply and demand. Yeah,
Mm.
it was that, you know. So maybe I'll post that video on the Instagram so that you guys can see. But yeah, supply and demand basically, and the value of things. But yeah, it's peak. It's peak out here.
Can I give a take that might get me cancelled?
Go on.
Go for it.
You're gonna do it anyways.
Do you think? No.
Be careful.
No.
Wait, let him land, let him land.
No.
Go.
Move on. Bim, what's the next topic?
No,
What's
you're
the next
in it now. You
No,
might as well
but,
say
like,
it.
You,
That
like
people
kind
want to know.
of like to that value point. Do you think that we give it up too easy in our modern society?
What is
Whatever.
it?
What?
Sex.
What's it?
Give up what? What's it?
What's it?
What's it?
don't know, you know.
What's it?
You know it. Like I don't know.
No, please be clear on what
I
you're
don't know.
saying.
I've just
Well,
been clear.
feelings.
I've just been clear.
In general, like yeah, like, I don't know. Okay.
I mean,
So-
it's a very different conversation, Tolu.
Go, Bim. Next question. I think that's the reason. No, but I
Nah,
think
Tolu, move on.
I think
No,
that's
but
the
Tolu,
reason
don't
why there's not
finish
that
it.
many men
Oh.
in the church.
Wait, okay, now we're here. Let's continue.
Let's have this conversation.
Wait, what?
No, I feel like it's never been easier to get a girl.
Well, that's
What
the
do you
male
mean?
perspective,
So
isn't
again-
it? Because the
Wait,
girls will
huh?
have a
It's never
completely
been easy to
different.
get a girl.
Yeah.
As in, if you wanted a girl,
No,
like,
if you want a
they
girl,
have-
you get
wait,
a
wait,
girl.
hold on.
Basically.
Do you mean a girlfriend or just sex?
All the above.
Okay.
No, you don't mean girlfriend.
No, but the thing. Okay,
even-
wait.
even
But what
girlfriend.
Tolu's saying is
Yeah.
that you can find any girl out there that hasn't got the standards, Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's easy to find those girls. But to find the girl with standards is harder.
I just feel like I think
Yes.
yeah.
Let's
Okay.
look from a single man.
It's just like
But
trying
where
to
are
find
you
a
guys
man with
looking?
standards.
Just out of
I wanna
interest.
hear Deji,
Like,
because
what-
I wanna hear
we're
Deji.
saying this. He's also saying the same thing. So clearly
Yeah,
there's a
but
problem.
where do you experience
Speaking
this?
to the mic. Speaking to the mic. Yeah.
Stay with your chest.
Like I think for me, the one thing that I haven't really tried is dating someone in church or from church. Mainly because the church that I do go to, I'm not active in the church. I go there, but I'm not actively socializing just because I want to get comfortable in the church before I start branching out and stuff. But that's all the other sides of how I meet girls is for outside. Do you know what I mean? So
Can I just
on an
ask
app or like just outside?
outside parties, barbecues, very different places.
Can I ask
That made
a
me
question?
sound like a.
No,
it doesn't.
That sound like
No, it
you're-
doesn't.
you're-
I started listening to everything that I
You're
meant.
like, you're living the life that I wanted to live when I
No.
was younger.
No, it's a treacherous life. Don't worry about that.
But like, did you saying that he's not meeting people in church?
Is it just
Women
your
are
church?
saying that they're not meeting guys in church,
Just my
but there are women and there are men in church. So where's the problem here?
It's because
Because I'm not meeting
and
guys
that's
in church.
and that's my take. Deji, do you mind?
Go for it.
Because there's so many people outside of the church that can preoccupy Deji, he's not having to put as much effort for the girls in the church who have a lot higher standards. Because there's many other fish in the sea that where the barrier is a lot lower. So that's why women in the church that are still trying to have all these standards and traditions and all these barriers, that's why guys ain't checking for that, because there's many more fish in the sea that have really reduced the standards.
You know, it's a
No,
sad,
it's
sad.
not.
but that's
state.
That
making
wasn't my
Deji
question.
sound crazy.
The
Wait.
barrier is not like I need him to dress like it's an actual. Are you a Jesus loving one?
but this is what I'm saying.
Barrier.
But this is
It's
what I'm
not
saying.
Any other barrier?
Sorry, can I ask the lady something? Yeah, you see, in the church that you don't go to, how have you been in that church for a long time?
Yes.
So you see some of the guys, single men that's in your church.
What single men in my
That's
church?
the That's the answer.
Okay,
But that
over
was
the
my
years,
question.
over the years, the single men in your church.
I was single at one point, yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever try to talk to them on that level?
She never did.
Or was
Maybe
it
you're
no,
the
I
only
your
one
bro?
that
I can say
answered
it.
that question.
No, no,
Why?
Taddy,
You're the
you'll
only
never
one that goes
talk
to
to
a
me.
church that's big enough that has-
Even when
has
we
anything.
were in Voce
Well,
together,
you did at
Rachel.
one
We were in
point.
Voce together, Rachel. I was single.
Is
Never
your
talks
question
to me.
the girls
Scallywags.
guys?
No. I mean, like, is like, do you look at the males as bros? Because
not
one
always.
thing, because
That
one
was the
thing,
question
one
I
thing,
was trying to ask.
always.
you.
Tolly was my
Yes,
bro.
you
Wait,
do.
let him
There's a
land. Let him
disconnect
land.
yeah,
somewhere.
because me,
lie,
for
yeah,
example, when I
Deji,
used to
you're
go
right.
to
Tolly
like
was
my
my
mum's
bro.
church, for example, I was there from about the age of 6 till 16, and for me, it's like we're family friends, so I don't really look at you that way. So it's a bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit techie.
You know,
get that.
you know.
Oh,
I
okay.
always
That-
say
that's
that
a
like
good way
church
to-
girls want a church guy with a hint of hood,
Yeah.
right? Like that's not it. You're not getting that in church.
But you're right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
I'm
don't
just
think
searching.
I think you're right though
Yeah.
in what you've just said.
Depends on the size of the church, though.
Yeah.
Like there's
If
no
it's a
one in my
small
church.
family church, then that's more likely to happen. But if it's a big, like, global level church,
It's true.
don't
Steph's
think
church,
you'll
they
have-
were all dating each other. Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
asking Bim because she once went to a church that was big enough.
why are you putting?
I
Why you put me on the spot? Wait, what's the question?
Were
Yeah,
people
so
into dating.
were people into dating?
I heard rumours
Did you
about
have
the
guys
choir.
as just bros? Like
People were into dating.
Were they family though?
No,
You
no,
don't think of them
like,
as family? No, as in like that.
it's a big enough church for people to know that we're all.
But don't they make it
Options.
awkward after though? Like imagine it doesn't go the way you want it to go, and now
Yeah.
every Sunday is hi.
Yeah.
You just got to accept that's part of the process.
Someone's gonna leave the
Sometimes
church.
Yeah.
No,
you
I
don't
mean,
have to come to that. You just
doesn't have to
like,
come to that.
So what are we saying then? Like, what is, like, if we were to pen down, like, we feel that this is the way that we
Maybe-
should strive to date,
Maybe
kingdom
we
way
should have
wise.
more intertwined events with, because as you said, rightly so, a lot of us come from churches where maybe they're small, maybe they're big, maybe they're, just different places. Maybe one of the ways could be that there's just more events where churches, different churches, the body of Christ mix. So Redeemed does an event that Hillsong and City Gates people, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the intertwined thing. So you're not just meeting the same redeemed people.
But if all
at
these
the
churches
same
have the same
things and-
problem,
No, but the
What's
thing
the
is, it's a
problem?
What's the
different pool.
problem? Is
There's
the
no-
problem
It's a
that
different
there's
pool
no
for different
guys?
people.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
That is the
and
problem.
thing is, because
really.
they say like even when church events that are tailored to this thing, on average, just 10% are guys that attend.
But can I ask you,
Yeah.
with that, I feel like in a way they should start these kind of like retreats from young, not necessarily to make everyone meet to be on a relationship level, but meet as in this common norm to go to these kind of
And
events.
that's the answer there. And that's the thing. Because I think the problem with all of this thing
Idea.
is we're focusing on dating
Relationship,
and
yeah.
relationships. We should just be facilitating, hanging out,
Yeah.
collaborating. This is kind of what our last, when we did Unified, was all about. Like, they will have girls' conference and they'll have boys' conferences, and people are not intermingling. People are actually actively encouraged not to talk to each other until you're ready for dating age. And it's like, I haven't even
I don't
built
even know
any
how to do it.
relationships with anyone
Yeah.
or anything like that. And I think that's the problem. We just need to have a way of bringing, and then there's still a question though, is what's the thing that will bring guys that will now attract? It's not about relationship, but what are the things that would actually just bring guys into a kingdom setting? Do you know what I'm saying? Or into a thing. I think that's still an outstanding question, but that's the conversation we'll be having, not the relationship specific question.
I think you're
Can
right.
we ask you that question? Like, what would be an event that would get you interested in coming as a single guy, not church related? Like,
I'm an
just
activity man,
okay.
so I love activities because they're icebreakers at the end of the day. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So you can get to know people just through just doing activities, and that you
that's
can,
a
you can
really
find a
good
way to
idea.
incorporate like the Bible into it, but actively just activities.
Yeah. Break the ice.
I like
I
that.
like that.
I like
No
that a
pressure.
lot. Yeah, no pressure.
And
You
if
just
it's an
say, "Oh, guys, we're doing like we're all going
games night,
trampoline and games
yeah,
night,"
yeah.
and you just invite people from everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where, and it's just a fun.
And you know what's
Time.
crazy? You see a
You're
lot
just
of you see a
encouraged
lot of
to
these things.
Be friends and
You
stuff.
see a lot of these things on like movies. They do these on movies, but we don't do it actually in person. It's weird because like when you see like a lot of retreats or like summer camps, there's a lot of integration from different.
Different
Yeah.
Areas
places,
and locations,
areas.
do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So-
yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
But I know like churches, like Steph's church is actively on a retreat right now, and they've all gone on this retreat,
But
and
it
they're
was
all.
just her church, though, isn't it?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if I hazard to guess, like, what the ratio of men to women was at that retreat, I would still expect it to be more women than men.
But what age are they attracting
Yeah.
though?
It's young people.
But you know what?
That's
the
a
thing that we're
worldwide church problem.
redefining this thing, though, isn't it? Because actually, you might have it doesn't, as you said, it's just building relationships. I was about to say something in Yoruba. Oh wow,
What?
my mind. That just building relationships, last one, just that's that, you know. Because
Even the way she said relationship, she
Change
changed it.
it.
Sorry,
I
guys.
was like, what?
I'm sorry,
Right,
but you got it more though, didn't you? Yeah. So, because you never know, you might just even if it is that the ratio of men to women is still the same, the fact is that you're still there to build more of the relationship of friendship, right? You never know that maybe Pam has a brother. Deji wasn't there, but Pam saw somebody, or I have a brother, or do you know what I mean? Like, but you won't know that because you would have never met Pam, or you would have never
Exactly.
met me, you would have never met Bim or Rach if we all didn't go to this adventure playground to just have fun and just, you know,
Playground. Ooh.
I don't even think
yeah,
it just.
you know,
I don't
I don't
think
know, but
I
you
don't,
know,
I don't
like,
think it needs
yeah.
to just be like fun activities. Or, of course, it should be fun. Anything you're doing, but I think as a Christian community, we're not even like we should be doing community together and being kind of a light to the world. Like
Yeah.
what like we should be doing projects and those kind of things. Because you know when we talked about like what are the 3 things that required for marriage, and I think you summarized it. Was it procreation, companionship, and purpose? I feel like we're not
I feel like I missed
facilitating.
that convo.
I think it was just in God's code or something.
Yeah, I think
We're
I missed that as well.
not facilitating. We're not facilitating enough environments where people are just meeting on purpose, on
Yeah.
grounds of purpose,
Yeah.
and like let's actually build each other up on this thing, and let's meet for that reason and build each other, inspire each other,
Yeah.
come together and network. So I definitely think I want more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can meet to if we wanted to all go and dig a well. I've taken it all the way to the extreme, but
That's not extreme.
that's like a thanks good because I didn't really think it was extreme.
Yeah, well,
But-
It really isn't extreme. Do you know what it
I
takes
don't
to dig
know,
a
no
well?
wells here in England,
Why
but
are we digging wells in England?
no in England. But like if you wanted to,
Third
you know,
world
go
country.
somewhere, or we wanted to just all go to a community
Yeah.
and help the community in some way that they needed, or
Yeah.
go read to the kids, or just basically, as you said,
Like
building the
passions.
kingdom, but doing
Yeah.
it with all different types of. I'm so on it. Like,
And do you know what I
it makes so
guarantee?
much sense.
Do you know
We
that-
should make these types of events?
That thing that we were talking about, stage 1, where whether you give someone a chance or not, I think that won't even be a thing because you're just meeting people, getting into friendships, getting to know people very closely, intimately. If we're building this world together and we need to draw the plans overnight, that's kind of how I broke Steph down. She was doing her drama, and I said, "I'll come help you with the drama." Late nights, helping her with her drama. I said, "Let's go get food. I'm hungry." And then over time, I gave her the charm.
I cheated in a way.
And over time, I dropped it. I took her to
really chiseled
expensive
that.
places. It worked.
You did.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what.
That, yeah, because you're meeting someone in and amongst your like
Exactly.
passions,
Exactly.
and there's that common interest, and there's no pressure of, oh, you're potentially my boyfriend or girlfriend. It's just
There's no impress.
Yeah,
You don't have to
just-
impress anyone.
That's
It's
Yeah,
just there.
no
exactly.
pressure.
You're being
You're just
your
being
authentic
you.
No
self.
pressure.
you.
Because that's what someone I was watching a video that said like singles events. Because some churches do put on singles events to try and combat this thing, but even at those singles event, it's just like online. Because there is still that pressure when you're talking to this person. There, you might have there might be someone there that's a little bit cuter, looks like he has a bit more money. You know, like you're trying to still cope the whole thing. You're
I don't
treating
even
it the
finish.
same way.
I don't finish the name it singles event.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it adds that little pressure to it as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm here because I'm looking for someone.
Yeah.
Like you look kind of like eager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just generally we come together. We just
Call it
have-
the link
enjoy
up.
ourselves.
But also on the
link
flip
up.
side, if you call it a singles event, there are bare people who won't go. I won't go.
Yeah,
you-
that's what I'm saying.
If you call it
Exactly.
singles, I'm not
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Even like in church, one of the church, church, like I was speaking to someone and she was saying like the reason she wasn't happy there was because like after the youth, where that's the age group, like 18 to 30 or something, the only other group above that is singles. Like there's no, just a space for 30, late 29s, early 30s, late 30s to just link up and hang out.
That's young adults, no?
No, young adults is youth and young adults up to 30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
35.
Once you hit-
35.
No, you passed
35.
it. I passed it. It's fine.
No, they said it in
accept
church
it.
the other day. 35.
I'm still there.
35. Right. Anyway, the point I'm making
Putting it
is
out there.
like that's the only like once you've passed that 35 young adults thing, if you want to meet up with your people, it's only in a single specific group. And I don't want to be identified as that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go. Exactly, you're right.
Yeah.
So
I think what we're saying is we're gonna call to action, try and create more of those events where it's just purely like to bring people together on a like passion, like purpose, like interest basis, and see what happens. Like there's no pressure, and we can just facilitate those environments.
Just having a link up.
This is a good comment from Grace.
Do you want to
Sorry,
read the
yeah,
comment?
you go and read it.
Okay, Grace said, I think when it comes to church dating, people are hesitant to approach a girl because you kind of have one chance to get it right. And if you get it wrong with the wrong girl or guy, you can't get with someone else. You'll just be deemed as unserious, especially in small churches.
That is so
Stop some guys though.
That is
Some guys will still blow
and they
ahead.
are seen as unserious.
Yeah.
I know guys have done this and then girls have said, I will never date you because you tried it with her and her. You clearly are not, we're not going to say no names, but like, yeah, this is 100% true.
I hear that though.
What?
No.
You don't want like to know that your man's been with.
I
he
disagree.
happened
Bro,
with
but
that?
he's
Like,
not
you
been.
tried
He's
it.
not
been. He's tried.
He always
Tried
says,
it.
what is it that you always say? It's a lack of focus or a lack of direction.
No.
That's what she always
I'm not
says.
gonna lie to you.
Spray gun approach.
No,
I'm not here for it.
Do you know,
Like,
I think we are too picky. No,
Wait, hold on a second. Wait. But in church, yeah, is not all the girls kind of like the same? They're looking at they are for God. They are for life itself and explain. Like, do you know what I mean? You guys have got the same.
values.
You three. You three will tick most of the boxes that a church guy would look for.
Exactly.
Alright? So
Yeah.
why you not
Why
approach all
can't
three of you?
Exactly.
But
yeah.
can't-
Oh yeah,
no, but
answer.
I expect. Okay, this is just my opinion. I expect a guy like before, and again, I think I'm just a traditionalist at heart. Before you,
traditionalist, isn't traditionalist like a witch doctor or something?
no, it's not. Traditional values.
No, but traditionalist.
A witch doctor.
That's not what she's saying.
I know that's not what she's saying,
But
but
in
don't
the
you
context, it doesn't even
don't
make
you call
sense.
them guys traditionalists?
I think
No.
you might be right.
Yes.
Okay, that's
man.
not what I
Yeah, but in
mean.
the context, it doesn't make
That's
sense.
not
No,
what I
no,
mean.
I'm
Let me
trying to
just
say, like, I
clarify.
don't want anyone to think she's a witch, man. Come on. I'm sorry, Bim.
I'm not a witch. I'm far from it. I'm gonna stop saying that now. But basically, what I'm saying is, it's not popular opinion, but I would expect a guy before you even approach me, pray about it and seek your God, because you should know. You should have some sort of
Nah.
idea.
No, but the thing
Wait,
is-
let me land. You should have some sort of idea and some sort of clarity and direction before you know which girl you're approaching. That in itself will narrow down the amount of girls you go to, because you know that
wait, I
you've
need
got
to go.
some
I need
sort
to
of
go. I need
to go.
direction.
Gwen,
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 Gwen.
Okay,
go.
so basically, say I'm in church and I'm like, do you know what? I'm here to find a woman. I'm here to find a woman. All right, cool. I have been in church for a month, 2 months. I've seen the way that you three move. You guys are ticking everything that I look for. I have approached Tads. Tads has gone block. I have approached Rachel. She's also said block. So now I go to you.
And
And
he's doing
you
the wrong thing.
and I'm doing the wrong thing. I've
Why is that wrong?
I'm trying to find myself a
That's
godly
saying-
woman.
Yeah, but
I'm saying
where's
if
your
you pray
sense of
about it-
clarity though?
No,
Like,
I
why are you
think
just
tried.
approaching every single person in
No,
church?
That's what dating is,
Everyone
you know?
on legs is,
My hand-
is
no,
an
no,
option
no,
for you.
no.
I've
My hand
already
is up.
whittled it down,
My
but I'm
hand
not
is
going
up.
for the other
Okay,
three
Tolu,
people.
Rachel's the one that's
I
me.
think Tolu will.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel.
Let me
So
register
wait.
my
The thing
hand
is,
now.
look at the three things we said we're looking for, right? Procreation, companionship, purpose.
And I find all
think
three in the order.
all three of
My
you
hands
can
up
deliver
afterwards.
on those things. The mere fact that you're all on this podcast, you are united purpose-wise, not specific, but we are all trying to work towards God's purposes. I'm sure all of you think procreation is a good thing, and I'm sure all of you would be great companions. Why Can
Why
I
wouldn't
not?
you pray to narrow that down then?
Huh?
Why wouldn't you pray to narrow it
I
down to
prayed.
see
I,
who
have
to
we
go
not all
to?
prayed and dated someone and it wasn't the right person?
Yeah,
Yes.
but you
Yes.
prayed. It's
Okay,
the main
sure.
thing.
But how do you know
You're
he
not
didn't
just
pray?
going.
The point is,
But
I
wait, how do you
prayed
know he
and I
didn't
tried
pray?
it with you. It didn't work. So now I'm gonna try with Tadio. Why is that a bad thing?
How do you know you didn't pray?
I prayed in between.
Go.
Because you can pray and maybe you felt like actually this was a bit more aligned and then it didn't really
Or
work.
maybe even the
And then-
girl is not
but-
even listening
or
to
are
God.
you saying-
What if the girl is not spiritual?
Wait, sorry, wait. So, do you then think? Do you then? The only question I was then gonna ask was about whether or not you think that does that then mean that it's one person
That was
for
my
one
question,
person?
Yeah.
Because I don't really think that it
I
is
don't think so
one
either.
person for one person. I feel like it could be, that there's 3 people that are aligned, and then one person from that 3, maybe you're
There's
a little bit
thousands.
more.
There's
do you know-
thousands.
Yeah,
You
I
can
think
have
so.
potentials.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
ultimately, you're gonna marry one person.
Yeah, of course,
So
of
wouldn't you
course.
want God's guidance to direct you?
Yeah,
All 3 of you
so
are my
prayed for God's
potentials.
guidance, and so you're basically saying that if he really, really prayed for God's guidance, God would have guided him to the one of the 3 that was the most.
I mean, I just think it makes you look more serious. I don't know. I said it's
No,
unpopular
but you're not
opinion.
wrong. It does make you feel a bit more. You don't want to be the 3rd in that line. I'm
No,
not.
you don't.
Trust me. You don't. So you're
No,
not
but
wrong.
Don't you think that's a cultural thing that is? I think that's a cultural thing that's completely new.
What's
I don't
that?
like the fact that we have that expectation.
What expectation? Sorry.
The thing underpinning this thing is, I should be special to you. I should be kind of, if you like them, that means I'm not special enough. That's the thing underpinning that, and I don't think that that's biblical. I think that is specifically not a biblical. I'm not saying you, even though you've said it, but I'm just saying that's not biblical. I'm just saying that's not like, because we all have that. We all
Should
do
you
that.
not want to feel that?
And I feel people talk too much as well, man.
It's
The
true.
reason why I say that is, okay, cool. Say I'm talking to Taz now. Why does a hoe need to know in the initial stage?
It's just, man. Come on. Man.
Yeah, it's only
No, but still.
I'm glad you said it.
No, but no.
She said she girls talk. That's just something you have to
Too
accept.
much.
But guys
Some
talk
girls
as well,
Yeah,
no?
wait. I like to know what's going on.
Okay, we're gonna have to kind of wrap this
Sure.
conversation
Yeah.
up because
We're friends, so definitely if one,
It will get
someone-
around.
It
And I
might.
think
Girls
it also
talk.
gets dangerous when you decide that we're not talking to anyone else. That's when people do dumb things.
Yes.
because you need to be held accountable
Then
Doing the
sometimes.
light.
you
Doing
might
the
be
light.
talking
It
to
will-
all 3 of us at the same time. If
Yeah,
none
no,
of us are
And share the
if
gist.
that was the case, I
Don't be
heard
stingy.
that. I heard that, but I'm going off of what like the example Dwayne was giving. Say, talk to you, didn't work, cool. Keep pushing, we just keep friends in the same church. We got to keep it amicable. Talk to you, don't work, and then you might be the lucky one to get the ring. You know what I'm saying? But I
That's
won't
the right
get I
answer.
won't get that because everyone's now talking, the gossiping,
And they
is around,
blacklisted
then-
you in
That's
the
the right
chat.
answer.
Now
I am
people-
part of the gossipers, but that's the right answer. that is the right
You're
answer.
contradicting yourself.
No. I
No,
need
but
to
he
repent.
knows he is.
I know I need to work on. This is what Jesus needs to work on me. I'm the one that wants the gist.
Wait, so what are you
But he's
saying
right.
that people shouldn't talk about?
not saying-
people
I
that
get it,
approach
though.
them.
I don't.
You shouldn't be
Because
blacklisted.
actually,
Yeah.
look, it might work with the 3rd person. You don't know, but
don't
we've
know.
actually now blocked it all off because we've said, well, actually, you've spoken to Bim already, you've spoken to Rachel already, or you've tried to speak to them.
You're not serious.
Now you're not serious, but actually, who knows? If you speak to me and I actually give him a chance, this might be the best thing ever. Do you know what I
100%.
mean?
The joke is
Yeah,
that
but we
person is
won't
the
even-
most serious.
we won't even
They're
have-
diligent.
You've
Look
got
at them
a
trying
chance.
everyone. They're
You
the
can make
most
that choice, but you're
serious.
informed of he's spoken to these other people, but you can make that choice.
Yeah, but the thing
You
is
wouldn't make
that
that
the
without
choice that I
knowing.
would no, but that's the thing. The choice I would make is not that choice, and that's the
What,
peak
because
thing.
you know-
because now I know you tried to talk to Bim, tried to talk to Rachel, now you're trying to talk. No, do I want to now be the 3rd person?
So would
in
you
your
rather not
lineup?
know that he's spoken to other people, even though he has?
No. I'm not saying that I shouldn't know. I'm just saying that that's the catch-22 of it. The fact that you do now know means that you are not even giving yourself the opportunity of something that might be great simply because you think very surface level. He didn't even
Can I
have
even-
any kind of convo.
Can I even bring
There
this
was
to the
nothing that
Bible?
happened.
What if?
It's just that
What?
he tried to talk
let her
to you,
finish.
tried to talk to you. He just, yeah.
But let her finish.
Yeah. I apologize.
like on
That's
a-
why I'm raising my hand.
It's so it's not even like he dated you or he dated you.
This is what
you
I'm
just
saying.
didn't really.
This is what
You
I'm
weren't really
saying.
feeling him. You weren't really feeling him, but only because he expressed maybe feeling you. Not to say that he wasn't also feeling Rachel or me. I now won't give him a chance because I know that he tried to take you out and he tried to take you out, and now I feel like I'm chopped liver.
The
at
first
the end.
person,
Exactly.
the first
You
person
know?
could just be a message.
feelings.
We're just texting each other. It don't work out. Next person could be elevated to a phone call. That didn't work out.
Do you
Now I
know-
might want
are
to
you
take the
talking
first.
So wait,
No,
but wait, do you know where I agree with Bim? Do you know where? Do you know where I agree?
That third person, you're a bit like, oh.
My hand was up though, but it was fine.
Go on.
No, but where I agree with Ben, this is not my point. I'm still gonna make my other point. Is that some guys do the most.
Some
They
guys
tell
do,
you,
yes.
I love you.
God
You're
told
the
me.
one I love. God
Oh,
told me that you are the
yes.
one. And
Yeah,
then
no.
it doesn't work out.
Yes.
They move to the next person and they say,
the
I
same
love
thing.
you. God told me.
Yes.
So
That's
that,
where
that I
I
agree with him.
That's where I
It's
feel
a-
that the
it's a
exception. That,
catch-22.
that's where like, I understand that bit.
Yeah.
But people blacklist people from just talking stage. Like
Yes.
we were just messaging each other.
Yeah.
Why am I blacklisted?
I get,
Let me just
I get you. though.
biblical
I get
example.
you, I get
If
you.
Rachel had that same feelings when her man went with Leah, because that's what Laban gave. Everybody knows this story, right?
I mean, that's not the same.
It's the same thing.
It's not.
Rachel could have said, "I'm not on it. You're with my sister."
But it was a different
mean-
time,
No,
different
it's a
culture.
time, but we just, there's
Her
a
dad
precedent.
wouldn't have
I'm just saying
really
there's a
allowed it,
biblical
It was strict.
precedent. I'm just
Okay.
trying to say there's a
Well-
biblical precedent.
Well,
Women
guys,
change, just change.
we can go
Are
on.
you
and on.
alright?
I think that's the moral of the story. That's the moral of the story. You don't need to give guys chances. It's not that
No,
deep. There's-
I just think guys need to be more.
Nah, she's serious about
Oh,
it.
this is it.
She's serious
it,
about
this
this
it, guys.
one, man.
More like
Focus.
it's not like it's gonna sound, but it's not like girls are options out here. Like you should see it more serious than that.
No,
like,
but guys are options as
If
well.
the first girl had said yes, he would not have gone to the next one. It's because she said no. What do you want him to do? Stay single for the rest of his life now.
No, he has to leave the church. And
He
go
has
for
to
another-
leave the church and go. He was serious. He told her, I love you. He told her, God told me. He was ready. But she said
you can't
no.
abuse that. You can't say God told you when God didn't tell you
And people
nothing.
do that. It's
No, but
bad.
Exactly.
We know, but I'm just saying, like, obviously, we're not talking about that extreme. But I genuinely think that there is a thing where a guy tries to talk to a girl and it doesn't work out. That cannot now mean you can't talk to any of the other girls
It
in the
doesn't.
church.
It doesn't mean that. It's just you feel away. It's just
There's
honestly
levels
you
to it,
feel
though.
away.
Just honestly do feel away.
To be
honest with you-
but it is what it is.
I always cuss out Steph because all of them in their youth group have dated each other, and I find that mad weird. But for some reason, it doesn't affect them. So maybe
Maybe that's how it would be.
we should ask Steph afterwards. Like, how did they get over it?
it?
Yeah, you're
It's
just
no.
just putting it out there. Like,
I actually disagree wholeheartedly.
Putting it out there. So
I
what are we
found
going to be looking at?
Let's
I found
let's
it
not
mad
name the
weird.
church.
I found it mad weird. Like when I go to the parties, I'm like, so which one have you dated here? Like,
So you agree with our point then? If you find that awkward, then why are you
I
disagreeing?
still married her.
Yeah, but
But-
you weren't in that.
But you
room.
felt away.
Yeah, but I still married her. I didn't say no because all these guys you've dated.
Yeah, but you
No, but
weren't
it's
in
not
that
the
friend.
same.
You weren't in that.
okay,
group.
so it's not. So it doesn't apply. But I would have still married her.
Would you?
I don't know.
Exactly. Of course you would.
I would have. Of course, I would have.
No, but
would
would
have.
you have even given her a chance if you knew that? If you were in that group and you knew
That-
that she had dated
No,
all
but
these
there
other
is-
guys?
No. There is. Not gonna
I'm
say
not
names.
asking about anyone
I'm not
else. I'm
gonna say-
asking about
No,
you,
no,
Tony.
yeah. I'm saying there is a guy that Steph has told me when our group.
But you're not friends with him. This is what I'm
No.
saying.
I was friends with him. There was a guy that I was very good friends with.
Oh.
That Steph told me that she and him had a thing. And we were all in the same group. It bugged me a little,
Exactly.
but I got over it. I still married her. Did I not?
But at what point did she tell you?
She told me before. She wanted him to even do something at our wedding, and I said no. Okay, Okay, I'm exposing too much. Move on. Round up, round up.
I'm looking at you thinking you're talking.
Give like all the juice.
I missed last week.
Even me.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, she was watching. She was listening.
Steph has just walked in the room. It's about to
Sorry,
go down.
I missed last week, so I've got so much energy. Apologies.
All right, we need to wrap this conversation up. So, should we just go around and just say our key takeaways from this
Start
conversation?
from that side.
Ten.
Oh,
Go.
man. My key takeaway is just about these events. You know, I think that is a really good idea. I think that is something that it just builds relationships, networking for multiple reasons. And so just for that is something that should actually, maybe I think we should get on that. We should get on that.
Can we explicitly say, like, if we were to do that event, can people like comment, tell us what would you like from an event like that, and maybe we actually set up that event
Yeah.
and we actually do it. So please, like, in the comment section on our Instagram, call one of us. Let us know what you would want from that event. Specifically, guys, like, what would be a worthwhile use of your time,
Yeah.
Yes.
so that you can come and let's actually, like, not about relationship, not about dating, purpose-driven event.
Yes.
We want to do it, so let us know.
Definitely.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm going to change anything based on this particular part of the conversation. But it was about, I guess, like the first stage, the barriers to entry. Maybe, you know, just reassess that. I'll go and reassess, but I don't know whether I'll change that.
I'll reassess, so I'm not going to check it.
I'll have a look. She's like, I'll look.
For me, it's just like living your life and being free and walking in purpose. And I really believe that, like, if you do that, you will be aligned eventually to your person. So just no pressure, no like harshness in meeting people and communicating with people, because there's no pressure. You're just literally just encountering people that you have like passions with, like interests with, and you know, hopefully naturally it will develop from there. So that's my key takeaway. And the event as well. Need to do the event. Yeah.
My key takeaway from this is don't talk to more than one person in the church. because the second and the third person will say no. No, I'm joking. I think my take on it on this is more maybe become more active in church. Just to, not only active in terms of the journey and getting close to God, but active in just speaking to people and just interacting.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Takeaway is not to expose my wife's past on a live podcast.
Good
I might
takeaway, bro.
regret that later.
That's a good takeaway.
Yeah.
That's a
me.
good takeaway.
I think that's the best takeaway of the year.
Yeah.
Everyone's learning. Everyone's learning. We're all on a
We're
journey.
all
That's what we say. Eden and I do on a journey. So yeah. I love you, baby.
And you gave her a song earlier on as well.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I don't have a takeaway per se for this, but as in to see the journey that single people do go through in the church, it is to be more not open, but as in listen. Do you know what I mean? Like just don't be so quick to close the door before adventuring that path.
Can I add a serious takeaway, like on the link to what he said? Not just this conversation, but the last 2 or 3 conversations. Like actually, like hearing the experience of single people that are our age. Like I don't think that's I don't know, that dynamic. I haven't had many of these conversations, so it's been really useful to hear and understand kind of the different perspectives. Like I know that like, we have I used to have single conversation when I was like 21, 22, when it was a very different dynamic. But now that we're all kind of more mature and everything,
And
it's been really like helpful to kind of hear the lived experience. So thanks
And
for
it
all
was
being
really
open.
nice to have Deji on the pod as well.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thanks,
Yeah, man.
Deji.
Come back.
Deji, will you come
More
back?
often.
Yeah, when I'm not working, of course I will.
Yeah,
Nice
please
one,
do,
nice
because
one.
it was
Work-
nice to have
Work definitely holds me at
your
work on Sundays, boy.
perspective. Really?
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Thank you.
Seems
don't
like
have
you
to
and I
work
have not
next
been.
time.
No, dude,
Good
we ain't
job
been there. I
on
thought
this.
I thought we did well
They've
on
never
trying to be
told us
single
thank
guys.
you for being here. They've
Yeah.
never said that to us. But it's
So you guys,
so-
you guys, you
Part of
guys,
the
are,
family.
you guys are
So-
moving bitter now. So
so-
can't-
Innit?
Like, yeah.
Thank you guys. This has been a wonderful conversation.
It has been.
We hope you'll carry on this conversation in your personal bubbles. Don't know why I said that, but yeah. And yeah, that's all for today. Join us next time. Where we'll
Sorry,
be
somebody
continuing-
left a comment that acknowledged me, so I just want to say thank you. Yes.
What was the comment?
It
said-
was in response
it
to
says-
you not exposing your wife.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yes,
thought they were
Tony.
agreeing with my
No,
other comment. Yeah, I still agree. All right.
Thank you guys for watching, commenting, following, and stay tuned for
Remem-
the next conversation. Bye.
Like the video and share it.
like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry,
Yeah.
had
Oh
to-
my
had to
gosh.
do
Yeah.
that.
I forgot to do that at the Eden
Lord,
Ideal.
you see Grace's comment.